Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I'm going to talk to you about this quote that I found this morning. I am a huge quote lover. I don't remember quotes, but when I see them, they just speak to me. And years ago when I had my manufacturing business, a lot of what I did was create quotes for art rubber stamps and for scrapbook embellishments and that kind of thing. And I used to use my laser engraver and engrave them into things like rubber and wood and plastics and all kinds of stuff. But I came across this quote today anyway, and it says, accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. And I thought, oh, that so spoke to me. And I think it would speak to many of us, because when we go through the day, man, sometimes even just the tiniest little things. Oh, somebody didn't get back to me, or I'm waiting on a particular call and will it ever come? Or, like just the little stupid little things, right? That just get us, put a bee in our bonnet, so to speak, or whatever. And we let them wiggle their way into our consciousness. And then we not necessarily obsess over them, but we give them far too much weight in our day. And it robs us of joy. It robs us of, being present in the moment and loving what we're doing at the moment. It's just like that itch, right? You just want to keep scratching it. And it's such a waste. It's such a waste. So I'm going to try to, keep moving forward and let all those little things go. And then, and then of course in your day, you got the bigger things, right? You got the bigger things, like maybe you had disagreement with your partner, or, kids are driving you nuts, or the dog is just, whatever. The cat's knocked over the plants again, or, whatever it is, right? The sort of bigger things that, again, just derail your day. And you're like, for God's sake, like just, stop already, or, I'm so tired of this, or blah, 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 blah. And we just let it drag us down again. And, so again, okay, I'm not saying you're not going to be upset during your day. Stuff's going to happen, let's face it. But here's the thing. It's like, oh, damn, that friggin' cat has knocked over the plant again. And then, so voice it. Be with it for that moment. Clean up the mess and move along. Maybe think about where you're putting the plants. But, like, you've just got to let it go. Because if that takes hold, that's like a bigger thing. It's not just that little niggling bee in your bonnet. That's like a bigger upset. And you had to stop what you're doing, and then you have to try to find your focus again, and blah, 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 whatever. And so that's a bigger thing. And then we've got huge things. Somebody that you really care for is sick, or you're struggling to make ends meet, or you just haven't got it in you to get out of bed today. Those really, bigger life events that just weigh you down like a weighted blanket, and I'm not going to make light of those, because they are huge and they are really hard sometimes to get your head around and to sort of leave behind you and move forward. I get that. Here I go with a but. But here's the thing, is that as long as you are focused on those things, as long as you are under their thumb, you will not move forward. You will stay there. Things are not going to get better. They're just going to stay as they are. So you've got to find a way to make it better. And if you can't make the situation better, you can't help somebody get better, but then what is something that you can do either for them or for yourself that might help lighten that load a little bit, right? Maybe you write them a beautiful letter and you read it to them. Maybe you just give them a hug. Maybe you, I don't know, there's just so many things you could do that would be beautiful, small little steps that you could take for yourself and maybe for another person that would just help to lighten that load a little bit. So the key in this whole thing is if you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. So think about that today. Think about what's weighing you down and try to find a way to let it go. And that's my musing for the day. Have a great one, everyone.